Darlings, brace yourselves, because once again the royal spin machine is in overdrive, and this time it's Prince William playing the poor abandoned brother, sobbing to us weekly because Harry won't come back and carry his royal baggage. But let's get one thing straight. Prince Harry didn't leave a gap in William's world. He left a system that used, abused and discarded him the moment he chose love over duty. And now, as the monarchy crumbles under its own arrogance, the future king is exposed, not as a leader, but as a man who's lost without the brother he never respected. Today, we tear the mask off this royal pity party. No sugarcoating, no bowing or curtsying, just truth, raw, unfiltered and royally overdue. Welcome to Meghan and Harry Tales, the only place where we don't just sip the tea, we serve it boiling. My dear friends, let's talk about family, duty, and the courage to choose your own path. Today the world is filled with stories of princes, palaces, and the space between brothers. But beneath the headlines, this is a human story. Finding your voice in a world that's already written your script. It's not about blame, but understanding. Life is rarely simple, and truth lives in the quiet spaces between the headlines. Let's look beyond the noise and try to understand Prince Harry, not as a royal, but as a person, a son, brother, husband and father. Imagine the pressure of a life lived in public, every step judged. This is about the courage to step away from a gilded cage in search of something real. Let's set aside what we think we know and listen to a different side of the story. It's about a man who chose love and freedom over tradition. In his choice, he shows us it's possible to rewrite our own story. The media often shows us Prince William, the future king, looking sad and alone. We're told he's heartbroken by Harry's absence, left to carry the crown's weight alone. This narrative makes us sympathise with William, painting him as the victim. But is this the whole story? When we focus on William's sadness, we're distracted from asking why Harry left. The story of a personal fallout is simpler than the story of breaking free from a flawed system. It keeps our attention on drama, not on institutional problems. This narrative protects the monarchy's image, placing blame on the one who left. It encourages us to see Harry's quest for freedom as betrayal. But the truth is more complex. We must look past easy headlines. Only then can we see the real reasons behind Harry's decision. Prince Harry didn't just leave his brother, he left a system. The royal family is more than family. It's an institution, the firm, with strict rules and roles. Harry's role became unbearable for his own well-being and that of his family. Imagine a life planned for you from birth, your path belonging to the crown. For Harry, it meant living in a gilded cage, beautiful from the outside, but still a cage. Leaving wasn't abandoning William, it was breaking out of the cage that trapped them both. The system has a hierarchy, the monarch, the heir, and everyone else to support them. Harry's place was always to support William. But what happens when the system fails to protect you, when it allows the press to attack your wife? Harry saw the system protected the crown, not its members. He had to choose between the institution and his family. He chose his family after years of pain and struggle. He saw history repeating itself with Meghan as it had with his mother, Diana. The system wouldn't change, so he had to. His departure wasn't a rejection of his brother, but of the monarchy's machinery. He chose to step outside the cage. It was about survival, not betrayal. Sometimes the bravest act is to walk away. Harry's choice was about protecting those he loves. William and Harry were born into two very different roles, the heir and the spare. William's path was clear. Future king, the main character, always the priority. Harry's job was to support the heir, to be the sidekick, the relatable one, but always number two. He was useful, but not essential. This created a power imbalance from the start. Harry could connect with people, be open about his struggles, but inside the palace, he was just the helper. His ideas mattered only if they served the monarchy's image. No matter what he achieved, he was always in someone else's shadow. His worth was measured by how well he supported William. Harry wasn't just a brother, he was a subordinate in a rigid structure. His decision to leave was about becoming the main character in his own life. It wasn't about rivalry, but about self-respect. Sometimes you have to step out of the shadow to find your own light. Prince Harry's service is remarkable. Think of the Invictus Games, born from his own experience as a soldier. He gave wounded warriors a platform to heal and shine, creating a global movement. He spoke honestly about mental health, sharing his struggles after his mother's death. His openness made it okay for others to admit they weren't okay. Yet within the royal system, his achievements were often absorbed into the family brand. The credit was shared or shifted to the institution. This is why he left to serve authentically on his own terms. He wanted his work to be real, not filtered through the palace approval. Outside the monarchy, his impact is his own. With Archewell, he continues his commitment to compassion and action. Now, the credit and the responsibility are truly his. When Harry fell in love with Meghan Markle, the system turned against him. Meghan, a successful American actress and woman of colour, challenged the monarchy's traditions. The support Harry once had vanished. The press launched relentless, often racist attacks. The royal family stayed silent, refusing to protect them. The institution chose self-preservation over family. Harry watched his wife suffer as his mother had. The palace became a trap, not a fortress. Leaving wasn't about fame or money. It was about survival and protecting his family. His departure was a desperate act of self-preservation and love. Today, the media uses William's sadness to shield the monarchy from criticism. Harry is painted as the problem, not the symptom of deeper issues. But Harry's actions are courageous, walking away from everything for peace and happiness. He chose his family and mental health over titles and tradition. This is something to admire, not condemn. Perhaps one day, William will see his brother's choice from a human perspective. The real lesson: no amount of gold or glamour is worth your peace of mind. Harry and Meghan found freedom and used their platform for good on their own terms. They didn't run from duty, they redefined it. Let's wish them peace, and may we all find the courage to choose our own happiness.